But breaking news domestically, if we have to, we'll wipe you off the map. That was an unsubtle message today from President Trump to the North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un.
No nation on earth has an interest in seeing this band of criminals arm itself with nuclear weapons and missiles. The United States has great strength and patience, but if it is forced to defend itself or its allies, we will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea. Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself and for his regime.
Rocket Man, of course, the president's fairly new nickname for the dictator there, Kim Jong-un. President Trump also said the U.S. is ready to take military action, but hopefully it won't be necessary. The president making his first speech to the United Nations General Assembly this morning, and the North Korean delegation had a front row seat, but its ambassador and high-level leaders walked out before the president started. In his place, North Korea sent out a low-level note taker. That's something the United States has also done to countries including North Korea and Iran. And President Trump went after Iran today, saying its main exports are violence, bloodshed, and chaos. He also blasted the nuclear deal that the United States, Iran, and other nations agreed to under President Obama.
It is far past time for the nations of the world to confront another reckless regime, one that speaks openly of mass murder, vowing death to America, destruction to Israel, and ruin for many leaders and nations in this room. The Iranian government masks a corrupt dictatorship behind the false guise of a democracy. The Iran deal was one of the worst and most one-sided transactions the United States has ever entered into. Frankly, that deal is an embarrassment to the United States, and I don't think you've heard the last of it, believe me.
The president's tough talk getting reaction on both sides of the political aisle and from around the world. The South Carolina Republican Senator Lindsey Graham wrote in his statement that he was impressed with the president's comments, and President Trump is right to rally the world to deal with a nuclear-armed North Korea. He's also right to focus on getting a better deal with Iran regarding their nuclear program and to push the UN to reform the way it does business. Of course, critics say President Trump sent the wrong message. The California Democratic Senator Dianne Feinstein wrote in her statement, "The goals of the United Nations are to foster peace and promote global cooperation. Today, the president used it as a stage to threaten war and aims to unify the world through tactics of intimidation, but in reality, he only further isolates the United States." With all of that, we'll go live to the United Nations and our chief White House correspondent, John Roberts, in just a moment. And we're watching fast-changing developments out of Mexico City, where just a moment ago we saw fires burning and now thousands of people in the streets. A number of building facades have collapsed, and Mexican authorities are reporting so far no injuries. Complete update on our now two top stories of the day right after this on America's Choice for news and information on cable. This is Fox News Channel.
Shepard Smith.